Just wait for some people to join. Hi everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to be joined by Nikolay retailer Teatrocentro, based in Puerto Rico, which is mega cool. So yeah, I hope that you'll stay tuned for this stream because it's going to be super fun. I always love being joined by different retailers and learning about their stores. Welcome everybody. Hi. Let me just put a comment in the comments box. 1 second. So we can do a pinned comment and you know who I'm going to be speaking to. With, let me get their Instagram handle. There we go, I got it. Hi, how is everybody? What's everybody up to today? Where are you all from? I'm in England, if you didn't know, and it's 4 o'clock here and it's already really dark outside. I absolutely hate getting dark early. Not a fan. I'm a fan of the summer mostly. I'm not a fan of winter or anything like that. I'm a summer person. Hi everyone. Welcome. We're just going to wait for everyone to get here. Oh wow, South Africa, that's amazing. I actually did a virtual fitting with a dancer in South Africa a couple of months ago. And 10 o'clock in Mexico. And by the way, I just thought I'd plug the fact that the NG Generation search is still going and it ends on December the 16th. So if you're looking to apply to be one of our ambassadors for the NG Generation program, then you should apply before the 16th of December. So time's ticking to get those applications in. We're looking forward to seeing how many more people are going to apply for it from all over the world. 6 p.m. in South Africa, wow. Not such a crazy time difference as I thought. Ukraine. I've been to the Ukraine. I'd like to go back to the Ukraine sometime, actually. They're here. Yay. Let's join them. Let's tap it. And it's connecting. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad, thank you. You? Hello. Would you like to introduce yourselves to the viewers?
Yeah, so I am Cris. I am the marketing generalist of Teatrocentro, and this is Lisset. She is the store manager.
Oh, fabulous. Could you tell us how long has your store been open for? Like how many years?
Oh, we've been in business. So we're almost reaching the 60-year mark because we founded the company, well, we as in the company as a whole, founded in the year 1967, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we have evolved. Sorry, let me lower the volume.
Sure, no worries. So would you guys like to show us around and talk a little bit about your store, and then we can, do some questions and stuff?
Got it. So before we start, we would like to do a little disclaimer that right now we're in the transition of prepping the store for 2021.
Yeah.
So we are finishing the last trimester of the year. So we had a lot of Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So the store is currently laid out to meet those demands.
Of course.
We're now little by little regaining the territory of ballet. So it's going to be a very unique experience.
Cool. I look forward to it.
Perfect. And when we get our new merch that we want to get for 2021 from Nikolay, we would definitely want to show you guys again the upgrades.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let me
Ok, ¿por dónde empezamos?
Si ¿quieres empezar por aquí?
Sí, perdón.
Okay, so right here you're going to be seeing the beginnings of our ballet section. Here we have the basics for the kid ballet, and then we also have the shoes.
Nice.
And we also have a
Great
little
selection.
area for gymnastics.
Yes.
Yeah, so we try to be as versatile as possible with every type of talent when it comes to dance. Also, we love some rainbow organization, so you're going to see them grouped by colors. We also like to have the uniforms for the schools. There's so many wonderful dance schools here in Puerto Rico, so we want to have the uniforms as possible.
Usan mucho
absolutely.
Lila.
And they use a lot of like the English style colors, so there's a lot of lilacs, purples, and also classics. So definitely, it's
nice
styles.
Okay, aquí. Por acá, lo ven.
So also here, this is where we have more of the adult area. The area that we were just looking were the children. So now we have the ballerinas that are up from 13 and older. Plus we have the section of the leggings, the tights. This is actually one of our dressing rooms. And right now where we're stepping at is actually where we host fittings. Obviously, since it's 2020, things are a little bit different in our dynamics.
Of course.
So we have to be very aware of the state laws and everything.
So
it's been quite challenging for fittings. But yeah, this is the area we have for them. And in the last 2 months, it was actually closed. It was closed with racks, so it had a more private feel for our dancers. But yeah, this is how it looks.
Antes podíamos las escuelas, los grupos grandes.
Before, we actually had big groups where we coordinated with the schools, and a lot of the teachers would bring their students that wanted to, for their first fitting, and it's always an exciting experience. But
absolutely.
Like, do one by one.
Yeah, it's so different now how things have changed for how businesses need to work. Even here in England, it's so tricky now. And we've just come out of, tomorrow we come out of our second lockdown. So we've had 2 lockdowns now.
Yeah, so right now we don't know if we're going for another lockdown. So there are rumors, but hopefully there isn't. So we're just
fingers crossed.
Mascarillas también.
But definitely, I think for the fittings, I think the ones that have the harder time are the parents, especially for those ballerinas that it's their first point shoe. They want to bring their whole family to take.
I know. I feel you.
So, yeah, that I think has been the most challenging.
Yeah, totally agree with that. That's been very hard.
But yeah.
Nice. I like the area.
And here is our lovely section where we have all the point shoes.
Oh, nice.
Where it's going to be this section.
Grande.
Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah. And right now you can't see it, but we also have very in the back our large warehouse where we have all the other leotards that are not the basics because we have a limited space right now. We have the basics.
Sure, of course.
But as soon as mid-December, we're going to bring all the fashion leotards and everything.
Nice.
Prepping the area.
When I looked at your website, I was astonished at how much stuff you guys have, because also what was really cool is I noticed you have a lot of like stage makeup that you sell as well. So it's literally like a one-stop shop. You know, the dancer can get absolutely everything that she needs or he needs.
So for approximately at least 40 years of our existence, we have turned into a performing arts store because we like to specialize in every range of whether it's theater, film, professional makeup, dance. The only aspect that we don't touch in that industry is music. But everything else we try to put in places. So it's a one-stop shop for the performer who is actually a student, a professional, or just an influencer or an enthusiast. We try to provide to as many as possible.
That's fantastic.
And let us show you what we have for makeup for
all.
So this is all the products that we have. We have everything that is good for glam, fantasy, special effects. Like this is
that's really cool.
This is our hotspot for October, that definitely.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah. And then we also have, for the rest of the store, we have the costumes, wigs, accessories for decades and stuff like that.
Wow, awesome.
So it is a store perfect for the creative mind to just build their ideas to life.
Yeah. Because also I imagine that you get dancers that want to buy stuff for performance as well. So this is really handy because they can get everything they need for that.
Yeah, definitely. We haven't activated this year. We do special orders. So if they have a specific idea in mind and they want to bring it to life, they just bring us a picture of what they want to do, and we try to do our best in recreating it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we did for past years. We had a group, a dance crew that was very well known here in Puerto Rico, Legendary Smash, and we did a wardrobe for one of their competitions and everything. It was a wonderful experience to share with them.
That's so cool. And it's great as a business as well because it means that you can, you know, you can make income from so many different areas of the performance arts industry, which is wonderful because, you know, sometimes... There you go.
Do we lose her? Are we?
Oh.
Yeah, that way's cool. Oh. It's just gone a little bit blurry a second. Let me just wait for it to get itself together. There we go. That's better. Yeah.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about how this business started.
Está preguntando más o menos cómo comenzó la compañía. So, fun fact is, so in the capital of Puerto Rico, San Juan, the original founders of this company actually bought this smaller store from a woman that wanted to retire. And the fun fact is, it's that we started as a store that sold theatrical makeup, but the other half sold wedding dresses.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was an interesting start. But definitely throughout the time, we just saw the demand in our audience and what they needed. Yes. And then it evolved to a company that would rent professional costumes. And then it eventually evolved into the store that sold wardrobe and costumes for the parents that wanted to go trick-or-treating and everything. And then we just started seeing this need for a store that supplied materials for the performing arts, and thus started the company that we are today. So that's mostly a very brief summary of how we started.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's really cool.
So, yeah, and also we have this part in our company. We do manufacture wardrobe, and the founder, their names are Rafael and Lydia Maldonado. So how our manufacturing side of the company started was very interesting. We had a professional, a clown, who wanted a specific wardrobe, and there was no supplier that had it. So Lydia, she was like, I don't know how to sew, but I'll make it for you.
That's amazing.
So
how cool.
It's a very interesting experience.
So tell us a little bit about the dance. Sorry? Sorry, it lags. So sometimes I say something, then you don't get it till like 2 minutes later. So then it kind of overrides. So you'll have to bear with me because sometimes the connection can be terrible. So tell me a bit about the dance studios in the area. Like, tell me about the dance scene there. Is there a lot of ballet? How is it there? Because I've never been before.
¿Cómo tú describirías la presencia de la industria del baile aquí en Puerto Rico? Hay mucho ballet, hay mucha escuela. ¿Cómo es esa cultura?
La cultura es mucha presencia, hay mucha presencia. Bueno, obviamente ahora por el COVID pues todo está en pausa, pero a pesar de eso, las escuelas y los maestros se han innovado, han tenido que dar clases todas virtual y han tratado de seguir con el arte, pero el ballet, lo que es la danza en Puerto Rico es alta. Es alta y pudiera ser más. Pero es alta. Ahora estamos con el COVID, pero pronto, si Dios quiere, yo creo que para el próximo año volveremos a ir al teatro.
So she is telling us there is a really strong presence of ballet in Puerto Rico, especially in the metropolitan area. Obviously, because of COVID right now, it has paused in a way, but she admires all the professionals, the teachers, and the owners, how they evolved and adapted their on-site experience to online. She admires how much creativity there is here and how much passion there is also here. So we're very excited to see where 2021 takes us, and us going back to theater and seeing all those performances and seeing those schools come back to life with their students and everything.
Absolutely. So, could you tell me a bit about the point shoe fitting service that you offer? Did it come out?
Can
you get that bit? Oh, can you tell us a bit about the point shoe? Oh no. Can you tell us a little bit about the point shoe fitting service that you offer? And I'm also interested to know what kind of feet that you get. Is there a certain, because sometimes what I find interesting is in certain places, they struggle with certain things. For example, in some places, they tend to get a lot of feet that, you know, have trouble getting over onto full point, for example.
Ella está preguntando cómo es la experiencia de hacer, probar las puntas y qué tipo de pie nosotros normalmente trabajamos y cuál es posiblemente el problema con más frecuencia que vemos.
Ok, bueno, la experiencia es buena. A mí me encanta, me fascina, lo aprendí y me gusta. Acá, por ejemplo, lo que es acá...
Déjame decir la primera parte. So experience, she loves it. She loves the experience. Once she learned how to do a point shoe fitting, she just loves the experience that she gets with the students and the teachers as well.
Ok, en cuanto a los pies, acá tenemos el pie un poquito ancho porque vivimos en el Caribe y a veces no queremos que las puntas nos aprieten mucho acá.
So she says that she deals with a lot of wide feet. So definitely one of the challenges that we get is trying to find a point shoe for the ballerina that doesn't squeeze that part of the area of the foot, the wider area, since we are in the Caribbean. So that's like the tendency, the wide foot. We don't work that much with narrow type of feet.
Yes, of course.
Somos chicas, hay muchas chicas de size grande, pero las puntas tienen el tamaño que se pueden convertir en el tamaño que es.
So also she sees that there's a tendency that we have a bigger sized feet, but when it comes to the point shoe, we're grateful that we always find the right foot for the right point shoe for them that they feel comfortable with and confident in.
Yes, absolutely. It's very interesting because here in England, we have a lot of wider feet as well. So it's very rare for people to be narrow nowadays, even in England, which is fascinating. And also, I'm too noticing that a lot of younger dancers have bigger feet now to what they used to. I'm getting a lot of, 13-year-olds with like size 7, 8 UK feet, which is like a US 9, 10, I think. I don't know if that all came through. I hope so. Did you get all of that? Did it freeze or anything?
No, it's a little bit choppy, but we're getting the general idea.
I think it might just be the connection, unfortunately.
So I think it's like this area. I think the signal is a little bit off.
Sure. Would it be better if you moved to a different part of the store? Would it make your connection better? Because the connection my side's great, but your side is a bit off. Oh, it's froze again. Oops. Would it be better if you moved to where you're doing the string to a different part of the store so the connection's better? Because I did notice that earlier on the connection was better when you was somewhere else.
Ya nos movamos. Déjame yo, pues lo saco de aquí. Ajá. ¿Para? Let's see. About. ¿Crees que funciona aquí? Is that better?
Yeah, that seems better. Because otherwise it would just keep freezing and it won't make sense. So what Nikolay models do you guys sell at the moment?
We're gonna see if we can go to the very front of the store and see.
Okay.
No, si no, eso se puede quedar ahí contando. Hi. Hey. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, the connection's dropped. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Connection's just dropped off. Give it a moment. It will come back. 1 second. It's froze. It will come back in a moment. We just need to give it a little. Oh, there we go. It's coming back. Oh, there we go.
Porque ella
Back again.
dijo que cuando estábamos moviéndonos había mejor señal.
This is the tricky bit. That's better. Much better.
We literally just went the whole see where's the better signal. So now we're next.
This is the hard part about live streams. Is sometimes some parts of people's stores the connection just drops completely. Yeah. So what Nikolay models do you guys sell at the moment in point shoes?
¿Cuáles son los modelos de Nikolay que actualmente trabajamos?
Yo tengo 3007, tengo Trial, tengo la línea Demi Point.
So we have the 3007, we have the Demi Point line.
Y tengo una nueva que quiero que me explique que me explique sobre ella. Diana me la pidió, pero necesito saber porque tengo para poderla.
And then we recently received a new one that she would love to show you because she has some questions that she wants to understand that point shoe that we got. She loves it, but she wants to keep learning.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Happy to help.
So it is the Dream Point 2007 Allure.
Oh, yes, one of my favorites.
I don't know if I read it correctly.
Yes, you have. It's one of my favorites. So I'll break this down slowly so then you can translate for me. Because that way I have so much to say and I'll end up talking a lot.
No problem.
So let me just grab one myself. Hang on. So this shoe is built on the 2007 last.
Hello. So can you repeat
that bit? So first of all, it's built on the 2007 last.
So it's built on.
It's built on the 2007 last. So the last is the mold that the point shoe is made on. So it's the same shape as a 2007 and a 3007. Does that make sense?
Yes. So lo que está diciendo es que fue creada en el molde del zapato del año 2007, si no me equivoco. Es lo que estoy entendiendo. ¿Tienes alguna pregunta en particular sobre la punta o quieres que ya te lo vaya describiendo?
Si es una punta muy dura, para un pie que no sea muy fuerte, ¿se le puede recomendar?
She's wondering, she does feel that this point shoe is strong. Do you recommend it on a foot that isn't desarrollado o muy fuerte?
No, que el pie no suave, que no sea un pie.
She wonders if you can recommend this point shoe, or to what type of feet do you recommend this point shoe?
Sure.
Wondering if it's good for someone that doesn't watch art or bend.
Yeah. So first of all, I just want to say that I'm going to go through the parts of the shoe first. Then I will tell you what kind of feet it works on, because it actually works on many, many feet. This is the part that with point shoe fitting, I noticed that sometimes it can be confusing for people because they'll see a shoe and they think it only works on one type of foot. But with our shoes, they work on so many feet. It's amazing. But also the fact is that actually this shoe is more flexible in some ways than the 2007 and the 3007. Don't know if you want to explain that bit first before I go any further.
So you kind of left a little bit. I couldn't, yeah.
So this shoe is, before I go any further, I will break down the parts of the shoe about it because it works on many feet. But the problem is some fitters get confused because they think that one shoe will work on one foot, but that's not the case with our shoes, as they are made in a way that they work on many feet, but it's getting the right combinations with shank strength and things like that. But I'll speak about the differences in this shoe compared to the 3007, 2007, first of all.
Okay, así que ella dice que uno de los errores que más ve es que fitters piensan que este pie es bueno para un tipo de pie, pero como ellos lo forman es para distintos, así que lo importante es saber cómo combinarlo dependiendo de la fuerza, el tipo de pies, que ella va a estar comparándolo, si no me equivoco, con los modelos 3007 y 2007.
Okay.
Okay, we got it.
So first up, the shank is very different. It is a thermo material, and this is medium flexible, but it comes in soft flexible and hard flexible and super hard flexible. But the shank is actually more generously bent in the arch area. So for dancers that, for example, you know, want a more flexible feeling in the arch, which helps some dancers get over, this type of shank is quite nice for that, but it's also a very durable shank. Before I go any further, you might just want to explain that bit because I'll talk forever. Did you get that?
El shank es más durable y viene fuerte.
Sorry, did you get all of that? Because I just rambled on about the shank. So Thermo Shank, so it's made of thermo materials, so it's designed to mold by heat. And it's basically not a shoe that you can
moldearse mejor al pie.
So it has more of, as you can feel, it has more of a supple bend in the arch area, so it feels like a 3/4 shank.
Okay. Flexible, se siente como un shank de 3/4.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And this type of shank is very.
Y no sobra mucho la tela. A veces vemos puntas que te van a sobrar mucho, pero esta queda bien pegadita.
Yeah, she notices that also this point shoe is very well fitted. That she doesn't notice that much fabric remaining, which is something she likes.
So also,
el maestra no le gusta que sobre mucho.
That's something that she has like for there to be a lot of fabric, which is a plus.
Yes. So also just to let you know that if you ever find one of our shoes on a dancer where there's too much fabric, we can custom order it to take down areas of the fabric to make it fit nicer.
Que puedes customizar esta punta, ella dice.
Okay.
But the type of satin the type of satin that they use on this shoe is double upper, so it's smoother. Don't know if that went through. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, it froze. So it's double upper satin.
Oh,
so it's different to the satin. Oh. Sorry, it just keeps jumping. Hang on. It's double upper satin, which doesn't feature on all of our shoes. It only features on some of our models. But the double upper satin can also be put in special order as well.
Hay más satín que se usa en esta punta, lo cual no es normal en otras, pero que también se puede hacer para la customización. Eso es un invento de palabra, pero tú me entendiste. Okay.
And
so,
the paint.
I invented a word, but she understood.
The paste of the box is our lightweight flexible paste, and it is the same paste that features in some of our other models, such as the Super Triumph shoe as well. So it's a generous, it's not too strong, but it's not too soft, the paste of the shoe. Next up, sorry, hang on. Sorry, it keeps jumping. Hang on, let's see. Hang on.
No worries.
Okay, next up, it has high wings at the sides of the shoe. So they're very, very high, which is great for people that maybe have bunions, tailor's bunions, or people with stability issues, because high wings really help to keep a flexible foot aligned nicely. Also, it is quite a long vamp, but because the shoe is flexible, it actually still gets people over on point. Personally, for me, I have fitted this shoe on loads of different feet, from feet that are flatter to feet that are more flexible. It's a bit of a magical shoe because it really does fit a wide variety of toe configurations as well, because the depth of the box is very generous. So it's not as tapered as 2007 and 3007. So it has more room in the box. So therefore it can accommodate broader feet, especially with broader metatarsals, and it can accommodate feet with a higher profile height, like thicker feet as well. Next up, it has the padded inner sole, like Super Triumph, the padded lining, with the little toe cushion in the bottom.
Es bueno para distintos tipos de pies como el romano, que es algo que le gusta, y no es tan tapered como el modelo 2007 y 2000. Exacto.
Cool. Sorry, it just froze a minute. I'm just waiting for it to come back. There we go. It's back again. Also, another cool feature about this shoe is the platform is more rounded than a 2007 and 3007, so it has great balance.
Sí. Exacto, ya.
And it's also nice for dancers.
Déjame ver.
If you have dancers that wear... Has it come back? Hang on.
Yes, it did. We're just looking for the tripod because my arm is...
Yeah, it hurts when you're holding it. It's better to pull it on something.
Si quieres, desconéctalo, aunque no tengamos luz.
By the way, people watching, if you have any questions, someone asked earlier on about Smart Point saying they're dying 2 days. It's probably because you was putting the wrong combination, like shank strength, or maybe the box paste was too light for you in Smart Point. So you could have custom ordered it with a stronger box paste. Feel free to reach out to me if you need some help with that. I'm happy to help you determine why it died so quickly, because it should not die in 2 days. Anyways, are you good?
I lost my manager. Hold on.
Oh, no worries.
Al final han dicho toda la tienda.
There we go. And we're...
Cool, the connection's better now as well.
Yep.
Okay, la voy a empezar a traer.
Okay.
Una línea que voy a empezar a entrar en acá.
Échate más para acá.
Cool.
Vamos a empezar a traer más de este estilo.
Oh, so she is now very excited to bring more of those, that point shoe to our store.
Yeah.
Good for to our dancers.
Yes, because also I just wanted to mention, if she has any dancers that wear 2007 or 3007, and they wanted a bit more durability from their shoe. They would also love Dream Point 2007 because the Thermo Shank is more durable sometimes for some feet that were, say, killing the 2007 or 3007 quicker.
Ella dice sí, hay muchachas con el modelo 2007 o 3007 que también recomiendan esta por la durabilidad. Got it.
All right, cool. Someone's asked a question. They said, which model of point shoes would be best for narrow feet? So I have very, very narrow feet. I'm extremely narrow myself. Now, what's important is we don't just choose one shoe for narrow feet, because we have to think about other aspects of the point shoe fitting, such as your toe configuration, your profile height, your arches, your insteps, your technique, your ability on point, and all those things. So first of all, there is no set model for narrow feet. However, we have our widths come in very narrow widths. So for example, even if there was a shoe that, you know, you needed a width down in, we have it. Now let me just reel off some models that I've fitted narrow feet in and what I wear. So for example, 2007, anything built on 2007, Nova, Miracle, Dream Point 2007, Dream Point Standards. You could wear a Smart Point, you could wear a Mile 1, you could wear a Super Triumph even in a narrow width. So really the options are endless for narrow feet. It's not just one model that fits narrow feet. We have to think about the other aspects of the fitting. So work with your fitter. Unfortunately, I know what it's like. Some retailers don't have loads of models, but if you need a virtual fitting with me, you can always contact me for that. So another top tip about this shoe I just wanted to add on is it also has sound absorption. So it's not as noisy on stage.
Absorbe el sonido, así que en la tarima no hace tanto sonido. Exacto.
Which is really cool because sometimes some dancers don't like their shoes to be too noisy on stage, and they can get complaints from the directors.
Yes.
Yeah. So also I was wondering, with regards to shank strengths that she stocks in her store, could you tell me what shank strengths she typically sells the most of? Did you get that?
Okay, so I left off in the shank strength.
So I wanted to know what shank strengths you have in your store in our shoes. What ones are the most popular shank strengths? Oh no. No, at least we know what it's like to do a live now, because next time we can get a different connection or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure something out the next time.
I'm pretty sure
now
the
the
signal
light's
over
happening.
here.
Yeah, no, it's going crazy. I think we'll just drop this stream and we'll just do a stream next time, because it just keeps freezing for me as well. But at least we know how the stream goes. So next time we do it, we can either I don't know, maybe you'll get a better connection or something, and we can sort it out, because next time round we can make it better in terms of connection, so that way you won't get the lag constantly. So at least we know how it works, because you never know how someone's connection is going to be until you've done a live stream, and then you can tell what we need to do to make it better for next time, so we don't stop and start every few minutes. So I think we'll just leave it there, because so I would just like to add, you know, can you now do a bit of promotion about the store? Tell us about it, where it is, tell us about your opening hours, tell us about the website, what people can do if they want to book a point shoe fitting. It's froze.
Yeah, and all that stuff.
Could you tell us a bit about the store with regards to people wanting to book a point shoe fitting right now?
Yeah, so we are in Guaynabo. It's within the metropolitan area. We're within the mall of San Patricio Plaza. Definitely, if people want to do a fitting, we're very cautious about point shoe fitting, because the government right now does not want retailers to let customers try on leotards and clothing in general and shoes. So we're walking that thin line of letting them understand, like, hey, this is not a regular shoe. This is actually a
Yeah.
dancer's work instrument. So you can't walk regular streets with these shoes. So
No.
it shouldn't be in the same category. But definitely they can call our stores and we can see if we have availability. And definitely bring in. We are only allowing one student at a time per hour.
Yes.
And they only have only one person can accompany them, so it can be either the parent or the teacher, preferably the teacher, because it's easier for us to talk to them and see their needs.
Of course.
And then we do have our website right now. We're not selling the point shoes because it is such a fitting for us is very important because we don't want them to accidentally buy the wrong shoe and hurt.
Exactly.
We want the in-person experience, so we just make sure that this is the point shoe for you.
Yeah.
Unless it is a person that has been using the same point shoe and they know their feet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But since we deal with a lot of students, we just want to make sure that we protect the longevity of their dancing career.
Yes, absolutely. So could you tell us, are you on Facebook as well? Tell people the address.
So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It is Teatrocentro PR. That is the handle for all our social media. And we also have our website, which is teatrocentropr.com/store, where they can find everything from costumes to makeup to our basics for ballet. But we're constantly upgrading the catalog to make sure that we meet the demand of our customers.
Of course. Someone has asked, they said, how long does shipping take right now when it's COVID-19?
So it depends on where you are. Within the island, we do have a company that we do a lot of work with, and they can actually assure the delivery from next day to 2 days, depending on which day or hour you order. So definitely it is faster delivery here in the island. If we have a client that lives in the United States, then that depends on how fast the USPS is shipping on their area.
Okay.
So it doesn't take more than a week.
Oh, nice. That's handy. So also I was curious, do you also sell, I imagine, ballet slippers and everything like that, right, too?
Do we sell ballet slippers and everything? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And different even for shoes for salsa and hip hop.
Oh, nice. Another time I'll mention, I'll speak about our ballet slipper range, because we have a variety of ballet slippers, and I'd love to show you the differences sometime between them, because we also do children's and we do men's as well, and a lot of boys wear, which is kind of cool. And I'd also, when another time we have a better connection, I'd love to speak about some other point shoes that would benefit you to stock in greater detail, because I think that there's quite a few others that I would recommend for your kind of dancers that would be great to sell there. Wonderful. So once COVID's out the way, well, whenever that'll be, hopefully soon, we should totally do a stream with a dancer and showing our stuff, and then I can bring a dancer in and show you some live fitting as well. That'd be really awesome. Cool. So you guys that have watched, thank you for bearing with us, and please give them a follow on Instagram, Facebook. Check out their website as well, their Twitter. And if you have any questions after this stream, feel free to ask either of us by DM. That'll be totally fine. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for joining us and bearing with us with the connection. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See you soon in January.
Bye. Bye.